Alright, so I am 31 weeks this week. Today I am 31 weeks and 2 days. And it's been so hot. It's just pretty much my only complaint right now is the heat. Yeah, my feet have actually gotten swollen. I've been able to go without my feet or anything getting swollen until now, but I think it has to do with going to the concert on Saturday, because we were out in the heat for probably about 4 hours or so, just sweating bullets, and then I was on my feet for probably about another like 4 or 5 hours. So all Sunday my feet were pretty swollen. I mean, I still have ankles, thank goodness, but it's my feet that are just really swollen, and my toes, they look chubby and look funny. Just tired, pretty much getting back the exhaustion feelings that I had from my first trimester, where I just felt so tired, like I could just pass out just by laying down, close my eyes, and I could just pass out. That's pretty much how I've been feeling now. It just started the past like week or so. And but it's really funny, I get really tired during the day. Like I could just fall asleep at any time. When nighttime comes around, I turn into like an insomniac or something. I can't really go to sleep unless I make myself. It's really weird. And then I don't really like to take naps. I mean, I've probably taken a lot of more naps being pregnant than I ever have before in my life. I've just never liked naps, but being pregnant, I've definitely felt the need to take some, but sometimes I just feel like during the night it'll be even worse. If I take a nap, I will never go to sleep. So I try to just make myself go through the day without taking a nap. And so yeah, and then when it comes to actually sleeping, I don't remember the last time I've had a night of solid sleep, because I wake up probably about 5 times a night to pee, and then I'm tossing and turning all night long, because if I lay on one side for too long, then my hips really hurt, so I have to keep switching sides. Gotta get up and go to the bathroom. Sometimes I feel her kicking like crazy. Yeah, that pretty much sums up my night of sleep. I guess you could say that those are my biggest complaints, is sleep, being tired, peeing all the time, and barely now at 31 weeks, my swollen feet. So I guess I've had it pretty lucky, you would say, because I hear about all these people having swollen ankles. Like a while ago they've had them, and I've been lucky with that. And then I've also, another thing that I really haven't felt yet is some people say how they feel baby kicking like in their ribs, or that it's painful. I luckily have not felt any painful kicks yet, which is good. The kicks that I feel are just fun little kicks. Actually, just right now, me and Jordan and Penny were laying down in bed, and I was laying on my back, and I could feel her kicking like crazy. And he hasn't really felt her kick a whole lot, because she's like shy or something, I don't know, but as soon as you put your hand on my belly, then she'll stop. So she just kept going crazy, so I was like, here, put your hand on my belly. So he just left it right there, and she gave him a pretty strong kick a few times, so it's actually pretty funny. Like, Dad, what are you doing? So yeah, her kicks are definitely getting a lot stronger now, but not painful. Haven't had any painful ones. Watch, now that I say that, I'm going to get painful ones. Wow, I finally got my ring off. I've been dying because my hands have been a little bit swollen, and I'm kind of worried that if I keep wearing my ring that it's going to cut off my circulation. And earlier today at work, I couldn't take off my ring at all to save my life. I had a huge indent in my hand now, but I don't know, we'll see how long I can would go with it. But let's see, cravings. My first trimester cravings, I actually really didn't have any cravings. It was kind of the opposite. I've never really been a sweets person, but my first trimester I didn't want anything sweet. It kind of made me sick to think about something sweet, which is kind of weird. I wouldn't say that I was craving more salty food, I just didn't want anything sweet. And that was pretty much through my whole first trimester. And then like later on is when like I started like really like wanting things. Like fruit has probably been my biggest craving. I've always loved fruit, but I pretty much need something like every day. I've lived off of watermelon my whole pregnancy. I love watermelon. I've always loved watermelon, but now I could literally eat a whole watermelon by myself in like 2 days, which is pretty much what I've been doing. It's kind of bad. Penny too. Penny loves it. Watermelon, cantaloupe, bananas, you name it. The thing I tried for my first time was we were at a restaurant. They had beets, and I've always been curious of what they tasted like. I never had them before, so I tried them, and I really like beets. So yeah, I wouldn't say I eat them all the time, but I'd get like salads with a bunch of beets in them, and I really do like beets, which is kind of random. And then also another funny thing is ketchup. I've never been a huge ketchup fan. I would always eat my french fries plain or like with ranch maybe, but usually plain. Now I can literally drench my french fries with ketchup. Jordan laughs at me because when we go somewhere and get like the little thingies of ketchup, I'll be completely done with like 3 of them, and he'll look down and be like, really? Like I seriously drench. So I'm wondering if I'm gonna keep up with this ketchup thing after, or if baby J is going to just love ketchup. We'll see. Let's see. Other things that I've been craving are definitely sweet stuff. I would say sweet stuff. I don't have it a lot. We don't really have it a lot because we don't have it in the house. I try to, when we go shopping, I try to stay away from getting any of that stuff because if I get it, then I'll eat it all at once. So I try to avoid it. I try to eat healthy throughout the whole week. And then when the weekend comes along, that's when I give in. I'm craving donuts for the longest time. I had one little tiny donut on Saturday. It's from Starbucks, but I've been craving like Krispy Kreme or like Dunkin' Donuts. Chocolate, which is kind of weird. I've never really been a huge chocolate person, but now I'm really craving chocolate. I'm just buying like little things that has like, I bought like these like rice treat things with like chocolate chips in it and like cereal with chocolate in it. Go to the grocery store, we see like the whole, like the bakery, I'm like, I'll take one of each. But obviously I don't get anything. Yeah, I could definitely eat like a whole bakery full of things right now. I have been trying to eat somewhat healthy. The first trimester, I didn't eat bad, but I kind of gave in a little bit more, a little easier. But now I'm not really giving in as easy, even though probably the cravings are even worse now. But I think I have some self-control. I have some pretty good self-control for a pregnant girl. Yeah, chocolate milk. It's been kind of one of my big things. I will show you my belly, which isn't going to be a whole lot different from my last. So here is 31 weeks.